Okay. Hi, everybody. Or well, if you're watching this, it's been recorded. We're just about to go live. So bear with us. I can't see you yet. Come on. Just say something, Paul. We're just setting up. Hi, Clarice. We're just setting up. Bear with me. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't let you. Basically. Okay. Well, hi, guys. I was just trying to set Paul up as a moderator, but it doesn't appear to want to do it. So, yeah, put the paint down. Put the paint down. Relax. Join us. We've got 7 people already. Hi, everybody. Say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know who you are. We're just settling down for a nice Friday evening chat. Having had a very busy week. I don't know about you, but this week seems to have stretched out forever. And it was a short week again. I had Monday off. Hi, Anne. Thank you. Hope you're okay. Yeah, it's felt like a really long week again. And, you know, loads of stuff going on.
Luke.
Hi, Luke. I didn't see Luke's message go past.
Big fan of your channel. Your voice is so relaxing and calming.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't appear to be seeing all of the messages, so bear with me. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. Paul's going to have to tell me what's happening because I don't appear to be getting all of the messages. So bear with me a moment. So yeah, we're just having a, you know, Friday evening chat about the week. How's your week been? Have you been busy this week? I've been crackingly busy this week at work. It's just been completely mental. So busy, so many phone calls. I'm a receptionist, for those of you who don't know, and I work for social services, which, as you can imagine, in London can be quite stressful at times. And I take quite a lot of phone calls every day. Oh, hi, Ali. Oh, yeah, Pag told me you were going to be joining us a little bit later. Great. I'll see if I can sustain that length of time again. Because, you know, it's hard work, guys. So, yeah, how's your week been? Have you had a busy week? You know, how are things with you? Tell me about your week. What's been going on? I don't know whether you saw, but we had a couple of days away in Guernsey last week. And I put a few videos up of Paul's mum talking about her experience as an evacuee when she was a child in World War II, which was very interesting. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I found it really interesting to talk to her about it and go through her experiences. And, you know, I'm trying to think how kids would react these days if they were told they had to leave at age 8, leave their home, travel 300 miles away to escape from danger with nothing more than a small bag. How would kids react? They'd go crazy, half of them, I think. I don't think they'd cope. And most of the kids today are completely plugged into all of their devices, I've noticed. Mind you, so are we, in all fairness. So, yeah, you know, I think these kind of stories of World War II, and especially evacuees, are dying out because these people, you know, are getting older and their stories aren't being caught, you know, for posterity. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much.
Kirby said if you took off Wi-Fi, they think it's the end of the world.
I know they would. Yeah, I know. They should be made to use their pocket money to pay for the Wi-Fi, I think. But I don't have kids, so I can't say. So, it's not an area I'm an expert on, children, as I think we've spoken before about that. But yeah, so how's your week been? How has your week been? Have you been busy? What have you been doing? If you've been growing, Clarice, I have to say, your latest videos were a treat. I really enjoyed them in a couple of ways, in a couple of big ways. I think they were quite a treat, especially for the heterosexual male viewer. I'm sure you'll net quite a few extra subscribers with those latest videos, Clarice. I hope you don't mind me saying. I don't want to sound like the Sun newspaper or the Daily Mail. I don't want to use the word assets either, because that's the word they tend to use, isn't it, Paul?
But you just have.
But I have, and I don't want to be rude there or suggestive, because this is a family show. Hi, Cyber Doctor. I know you've been looking forward to this show, so I hope I don't disappoint. And Clarice, I mean that in a positive way. It was, I'm being fun there. I'm not being too saucy.
It was informative and smiley.
But it was great. I thought it was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Oh, we've got a few people joining us. Luke. I used to pay my dad weekly with my pocket money to use the Wi-Fi. Well, yeah, I think that's only fair, isn't it, really? Ali was saying it was beautifully put together. Flight to Guernsey, you don't need a passport. It's a common travel area, so you just need a photo ID. I don't have a passport at the moment, so I use my driving license. The flight is around 40 minutes from Gatwick to Guernsey, and you fly to St. Peter Port. Is it called St. Peter Port Airport?
No.
What's it called?
It's Guernsey Airport.
Guernsey Airport. It's just Guernsey Airport. Your keyboard's glitchy, Cyber Doctor. Okay, don't worry. So yeah, Ali, to answer your question, very easy to get to. You can also go via the ferry, the fast ferry, which takes 2 hours from Weymouth, which is also quite good, as long as the weather's calm. From Poole. Okay, so yeah, Guernsey is easy to get to, Ali, to answer your question, and no passport needed. It's a really nice island. You loved the food tutorial. Excellent. I'm pleased you enjoyed your dinner. I'm glad it went well. We've got somebody else join us there.
Mandy Tropical said that.
Hi, Mandy.
A lovely week in Cornwall with her man.
Oh, lovely.
With her man.
Excellent.
Very similar.
Hi, Elaine. Eden Project. You know what? I've got a book on the Eden Project, Mandy, and I really, really would love to see the Eden Project and the Lost Gardens of Heligan as well. I've got a colleague at work who has travelled to Cornwall on a regular basis, and he always visits those gardens and the Eden Project. And apparently it's absolutely fantastic. So it's somewhere that I'd like to go as well. My hair's looking a bit flat tonight, everybody. Sorry, I'm not looking as glamorous tonight, although I have tried. I didn't have time. That's why I've thrown this shirt on, to add a bit of sparkle and colour. Hi, Elaine. Thanks for joining us. I just don't know why these messages aren't doing what they normally do. I'm not seeing everything go past. They're fading very quickly. You love it when I wear the bandana. Yeah, I do wear the bandanas. I normally wear them for gardening. You're so vain. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. I love that song. I am vain. Well, actually, you know what, Ali? I'm not actually vain. Day to day, I really, really don't care what I look like. I literally go to the wardrobe and I grab the nearest thing and I throw it on. and that's it. And I don't even think about what I look like. My hair gets pinned up in a bun, and that's it. The only time I ever have my hair down is if I'm trying to look, you did get a song. Yeah, exactly. Ali, it all comes together, doesn't it, eventually? It all comes together. Your wish was granted, but it took a couple of weeks. It took a couple of weeks. Yeah. Most people probably won't know that song, You're So Vain by Carly Simon. Hope I don't get, marked down. We got Carlitos from Portugal. Hi, Portugal. Ooh, we're truly international now. Thanks very much for joining us. It's a friendly bunch here. We like to be nice to each other and enjoy each other's company. Thanks very much for joining us.
Carlito seems to like fireworks.
Oh, Carlitos, apparently you've got lots of pictures of fireworks on your channel. I love fireworks. We get quite a lot of fireworks. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak to any Muslim viewers. Happy Eid. It's Eid. People celebrating tonight. I wonder if we'll get fireworks this evening for Eid. We might do. Maybe I should get the camera and go out. I could sleep for a week. Could you imagine us all at the same party? Well, I think it'd be a cracking party, actually, down at your place in the south of France, Clarice, perhaps? You're so happy because of this stream. It actually says Cyrene, actually, but maybe that's your keyboard playing up. I'm pleased. I'm really happy to make you happy. I'm happy to be here. It's a very pleasant evening. What's the weather like where you are at the moment? I know what you meant. I know you've got a dodgy keyboard. What's the weather like where you are at the moment? Tell me about your weather, because we love to talk about weather in England. It's sunny at the moment. Can't make. Oh, Gay. Hi, Gay. Evening, darling. I'm looking food. Oh, I think that's looking good, maybe. Or I might be looking like food.
Oh, an aubergine.
I look like a small aubergine. It's lovely to see you. Thanks for joining, Gay. Gay is an old colleague of mine. We used to work together for many, many years. So we only see each other online now, sadly. Very old. Whoa, honey. We're both very old, babe. We're both old. Luke is in Southampton. It's really cloudy, but extraordinarily humid. Yeah, it feels a little humid here as well this evening. I'm not a fan of humidity. I don't mind the sun, but my favourite weather is when it's sunny and warmish, maybe 21, not too humid, and beautiful fluffy clouds in a blue sky. That's my favourite weather. I really do hate it when it goes grey. Weather's great in West Yorkshire. Excellent. I'm glad Yorkshire's getting some good weather. That's good news. Julie's in North London, so you've got warm and humid like ours. Jill, hi Jill. Now, talking about old friends, Jill is probably my oldest friend, not in age, but in years we've known each other. Jill and I go way back to the 80s. Thanks for joining, Jill. Fantastic to see you here. This is lovely. Anne was saying something about Lancashire.
The sun's come out in Lancashire.
The sun's come out in Lancashire. Well, that's excellent. I'm pleased for you, Anne. Have you had a grim day otherwise? Because here, this week has been quite grim. Luke likes that weather as well. Yeah, I think so. A little breeze as well, just to keep the air moving so it doesn't get too humid. Yeah, Jill could tell some stories, but she's not going to. Are you, Jill? I've paid her to keep her mouth firmly closed. Yeah, she's got plenty of stories about me, I can tell you. I met Jill when I was, I think I must have been like 18 when I met Jill. And yeah, yeah, Jill and I have spent some fun times together. We two worked together at the National Garden Festival in Hanley in Stoke-on-Trent in 1986. And yeah, we had some good fun. Yeah. And we've had a few drinks together over the years, when the days when I used to enjoy a drink. And we both used to smoke cigarettes as well. God, we used to sit there smoking cigarettes. What do you think about the World Cup? I'm going to move into, I don't think anything about the World Cup. I can honestly say I've never, ever seen a football match in my life. And I was talking about this today to somebody, and the reason that I never got into football as a child is A, the rules were never explained to me, and B, nobody actually knew that I was blind as a bat. I couldn't see what was going on. To me, it was children running around, kicking a ball, and sometimes it went into this thing and they all went, yay. That was it. So I just used to run around randomly thinking, oh, we just run around and occasionally kick the ball. So I didn't really get into sports as a child. But then I discovered rugby. And because I was 6'4.5" and I could run very fast and I could hold a ball, I was good at rugby. Well, I say good. I could do it and I understood it more. I guess there was probably something about the scrum as well that appealed to me. We'll not go into that. But yeah, there we go. You keep sticking. Oh, do I keep sticking? Oh, I hope not. I hope it's your end and not my end. Is the vision smooth and good for everybody? Can you give me a sort of sign to let me know everybody can see and hear okay? Because
It's like Derek Call giving a sign.
yeah, I am 6'4.5". Let's not forget the half, Christine. Thank you. Although with spinal shrinkage, I think I'm probably 6'4" now. Yeah, I am tall. Yeah, I know you could, Clarice. Yeah. I think at some point you and Jill should maybe get together. I think you'd get on. I'm going to have a sip of my water. Yeah, I know, me too. Yeah, Jill, hold back, honey, hold back. Uh-huh. I'll give you that tenner later. Sounded like tenner lady then, didn't it? I'll give you that tenner lady later. It's more appropriate for our age, I think, isn't it? Another storm coming. Oh, lovely. Maybe you should all share email addresses and then she can, spill the beans. Yeah, I think we're okay here. I think Paul's monitoring and it seems to be okay, but I guess it's Friday night and the internet is going to be popular this evening. So, okay. So there were a couple of subjects that I wanted to rate, all the same size lying down. Well, that's right. That's what Paul and I used to say when we first got together, because we looked like little and large stood against each other. Doon. Lying doon. I can't do a Scottish accent. I cannot do a Scottish accent. How tall is Paul? How tall are you, Paul? How small is Paul, you should be saying?
5'8".
5'8".
3/4.
5'8" and 3/4. Sideways. No, that's rude. Paul doesn't mind. I'm not being, there's nowhere near enough. No. Oh, yeah, well. I'm not going to mention exactly how old we are, but you know how old I am. Paul is lovely. We've been together for 25 years. Can you believe it? 25 years. I think we've said that before, but it is rather a long time. Yeah. Why not? Oh, why not what? Why not, Christine? What do you mean, my darling? Yeah, we do need another afternoon tea with Jill in London, actually. We're all old, Julie. We feel old. I feel 70. Who deserves the medal?
Both of us.
We both deserve a medal, honey, I tell you. You know what it's like if you've been in a relationship 25 years down the line. I mean, you've got to work at it. I could have killed him several times over, but hey, there you go. You think Paul? Well, honestly, Anne, honestly, I thought you were on my side and I thought you were my subscriber. Oh, God. Crumbs, tell us your age. Well, I'm 50. Yeah, I'm 50. And Paul is 51,
52 next.
nearly 52. Yeah, we had a great day, didn't we? It was lovely. It was so, so lovely to see you and Kath, Jill. Yeah, well, comparatively, but some days I feel Julie's 50 as well. Lovely. Yeah, I'm 50, honey. I was born in 67. 51 this year. Oh, yeah. I missed that one from Clarice, Paul.
She's having problems with her internet.
Oh, Clarice, no.
So she's missing lots.
Oh, no.
Sad, sad faces.
Oh, Clarice. Nine. Clarice. Internet work. Is it working now? Luke is 24. Jill's 56. Well, 56 is a good age. I think age for me, I really embrace it because I feel wiser than most of the people around me. And I feel legitimately that I can tell people to go and off. Yeah. Which I should do more of, I think. And I'm really pleased to see that we've got people like Luke joining us because I appear to have a great age group of people following me, which I'm really, really delighted about. I have to say that I'm not particularly up on things like modern fashion and modern music because I don't tend to follow the charts. And I kind of sort of stuck in my 30s, I think, with music. In fact, there was an article on the BBC saying that people do tend to, I think it was the BBC, no, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was something else, but there was an article saying that people tend to stick with the music that they listen to in their 30s, and they don't generally move on from that. And I'm definitely stuck, definitely stuck. Oh yeah, I think so. I think we've got to embrace age. What I find really strange is when people get to their 50s and 60s and they're desperately, desperately trying to look like they did in their 30s. There's no point. Embrace it. Grey hair, I think, is lovely. I really do think it's lovely. I know a couple of girls who have gone grey and have done it beautifully to that beautiful silver grey. I know it doesn't suit everybody, but I've known a few people who are in their 30s and are already having procedures done, having their lips plumped, and I guess if you don't overdo it, it's okay, but some people tend to go over the top. And people do end up with a fish pout, which I think I've said in a previous video of mine, fish pout, fish pout, fish pout, like that. And they all look at the camera like that. Hi. And I don't know what it is. I don't know where that's come from because actually I think they look a little bit like sex dolls.
Maybe they want to.
Maybe they do. Julie's a granny of 2, and age is irrelevant. I think it is irrelevant, but I think we should be proud of our ages. I think we should embrace our age.
Julie's a granny of two.
Oh, Clarice is not having much luck with her Tinternet this evening. That's a shame. Now, I wanted to talk about a couple of subjects this evening. I don't want to get political, but I'd made a couple of notes, and it was one of the things I wanted to talk about was social media. And I read an article about a number of famous people leaving Twitter because they had had a lot of hassle on Twitter. And first of all, I wanted to ask, does anybody use Twitter? Let me know if you use Twitter at all. I was just interested to find out. We've got 12 people. Welcome, all 12 of you. I'm not sure everybody said hi. Anne used to use Twitter. What did you use it for, Anne? No, Elaine hasn't. Anybody else? Do you use Twitter?
No.
So I'm gathering people don't use Twitter. I don't use it.
Does Luke?
Do you use it, Luke? Christine doesn't use Twitter. Anybody else use Twitter? Luke's not active. He does use it. And Julie has never sent an email. Well, Julie, maybe, you should come into the 21st century. Only occasionally. Okay. Yeah, I've never used Twitter. I think I've probably tweeted once, and I can't remember what that was about. And I never really got it. But what do people think of politicians using Twitter? I'm just interested to know. Because obviously the President of the United States uses Twitter quite a lot to say quite a lot of things. Clarice says gardening YouTube is all I'm on. Yeah, I mean, I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube, which I thoroughly enjoy. I really do love YouTube. I just wanted to get other people's perspective on it because I don't necessarily agree with people like Trump expressing his opinions on you panic with technology. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do. I don't necessarily agree with Trump expressing his opinions on YouTube, on Twitter. No, I don't think he should either. I think it's really damaging. Great suit. Do you mean grey suits, men? Yeah, grey hair. Yeah, he is too mouthy. Donald Trump is mouthy. I agree with you. I'm just going to lean down and get my tea. What did you have for dinner? We've not had dinner yet.
What does everyone call it?
What?
Dinner, tea, supper.
Well, we call it dinner down here, down south. We call it dinner. People up north call it tea. We haven't had our dinner yet. We'll have dinner after we've done this show. Yeah, Trump, the Trump, flump, rump. Plump, rump, Trump. Yeah, and Kim Chong Chung. Yeah, it's all a bit strange, the world at the moment. Politics, especially with the Trump, plump, frump, whatever, and the Kim Chong Chung. Yeah, I didn't want to get into politics. I just was interested to find out what people think of people in power. He is a pillock. Yeah, he's total pillock. I just wondered what people thought of him using Twitter. I don't agree with it. So the other thing I wanted to ask as well is who uses Facebook? Because I'm finding that fewer people. How many sex dolls you got, like? Well, I haven't got any sex dolls. Never owned a sex doll. Probably thinks he's trendy. Yeah, I'm not following what's going on now. Um, so yeah, Facebook. Who uses Facebook? I've not had mine yet, in fact. You're going food shopping. Okay, Jill, darling.
No, she's not changed the phone now.
She said she's going food shopping.
Oh yeah.
See you soon. Love to you both. Bye, Jill. Thanks for joining, honey. I really appreciate it. Be in touch very soon, my darling. And hopefully we'll see each other this year, because we saw each other twice last year, which was a record. So who uses Facebook? Because I'm finding that it's dwindling, Facebook usage. I don't know about you. I don't use it as much as I used to. So let me know if you use Facebook. No way. Okay. Anybody else? I'm just having a sip of my tea. Yeah, I use it as well, occasionally. I'm on there, Richard Hammond. You can find me if you want to connect with me. Clarice has forgotten to eat again. Julie, Facebook is something I do use, and I'm still an active user. Yeah, I think I've been on there since about 2007, Luke, as well. Feel free to look me up. I'm on Instagram as well now. Richard.Hammond.3363, I think it is. Elaine goes on the marketplace. Mandy uses Facebook. Clarice doesn't use any of them. Yeah, I don't know. I find it's dwindling a little bit.
Mandy says older people are taking over her son's Facebook.
Yeah, I think it is. I think the youngsters are going on to other platforms now, aren't they?
Don't know what.
I wanted to sort of lead into talking a little bit about social media and how I really like it. I think I love YouTube. I love doing these live programs. I find it really interesting to connect with people in this way. Obviously, there is part of my personality that requires me to stick myself in front of a camera and show off. But that's just part of my personality. But I find it really interesting to hear other people's views on what they think of social media, because not everybody who uses YouTube performs on YouTube, you know. A lot of people haven't got content, they don't film content, but they prefer to interact by watching other people's videos and through sending messages to people. And I just think it's really interesting to see the other perspectives. For me, it is, you know, like I admit, it's a platform to show off. You think it's the most relevant platform? It certainly is to me at the moment. And I think it's something which people find so much good information on YouTube for all sorts of different reasons, you know. Do I buy online? Yes, I buy virtually everything online that I need. Paul enjoys to go to the shops. He enjoys shopping.
I don't enjoy.
Well, you do. Why do you do it then?
Because we don't want to buy all our food shopping online.
Oh, well, Paul apparently doesn't enjoy shopping. I thought he did. So we do buy online. Amazon, I adore. This shirt I bought on Amazon because I found that they fitted me relatively well. So I bought the whole range and they were cheap. So yeah. Well, Mandy, he's just disclosed to me a revelation that actually he doesn't enjoy it,
I
Mandy.
don't dislike it.
But he does go and he shops locally. We don't tend to use the big supermarkets apart from Lidl. We may use Sainsbury's occasionally, but never Tesco's. Love Lidl. I think we've discussed this before. So Paul tends to have a little bit more time in the week because he is more flexible with his time. He works from home. So he tends to pop out and get local bargains from local shops. I was going to say selling local produce for local people. It's a bit like the League of Gentlemen.
Four sets of pitta for £1.
Four sets of pitta.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So 20 pitta for £1.
20 pittas for £1. That's a bargain. Asda shopping online gets delivered to France. Always buy online. Yeah, Clarice is saying that. I love shopping online. And I just think I know Amazon get a bad press for various reasons. I understand that. And, I understand all the tax issues and the workers in the factory, the fulfillment centres. I understand all of that. However, when a company can virtually deliver something that I've ordered in the morning and I can get it in the evening, I'm sorry, but I'm going to choose them because that is good service. That is good service. You cannot deny that. I mean, I can't wait till they have the drones dropping the shopping on my roof. Bring it on. I'll have a little drone helipad landing patch put on my flat roof at the back of the house. Bring it on. I love that. Sainsbury's do a really good mushroom and veggie sausage. Sounds good. We do occasionally pop to Sainsbury's for certain items. Well, Paul does, I don't. To go to a supermarket for me is like, I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. I want to get in, get out as quickly as possible without harming anybody. Our favourite veggie sausage, our favourite veggie burger, which we had last night, is Linda McCartney's mozzarella burgers. Elaine, buying online for stuff on eBay. Oh
yeah, I like eBay.
You're shopping less online. You do get, hi Linda, you do get bargains online. I think online shopping is fantastic. I think you do have to be careful, and I think you do have to go with the more reputable outlets. But Amazon do fantastic bargains too. You still shop, Julie. You enjoy the experience of going into a shop. I quite like going to a small shop, a small gift shop, or a small artisan craft shop, something like that, where there's not too many people. Hustle and bustle doesn't suit me, and crowds of people like Oxford Street, for example. No, I can't bear it. I mean, today in Oxford Street in London, you run the risk of being mugged by moped muggers these days. No, thank you. I'm not going to risk that. Losing my phone or my jewellery. No, thank you. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. You might have heard recently, London is becoming the crime capital of the world now, apparently. Linda McCartney, very good. Not a shopper, but I like to have a mosey around. I know what you mean, Elaine. I quite like a mosey around, but I've got to be in the right mood to have a mosey around. If I'm hungry or hangry, as they call it nowadays, hungry and angry, I couldn't possibly go shopping at all. I've got to be in a good mood. I've got to have had a good breakfast, be ready for the experience. And I also quite like to, feel good. You're in North London, Julie. I know. Well, what to do? What to do? It's just ridiculous.
Mum says when she goes shopping, she seems to get the doggy wheel, which I think she means the doggy wheel.
The dodgy wheel. Yeah, the dodgy wheel on the trolley. Oh, yeah. At one point at Sainsbury's in our local branch, yeah, um, they had this thing whereby they put this magnet on the trolleys and they couldn't go away from the store because as soon as you started to move it away from the store, the wheels didn't work and they went all wonky. But it was driving people insane, wasn't it? Because it was working, it was basically malfunctioning, and you'd be walking around the store and the wheels would just all start going like strange. Terrible. Clarice. She's very bad at eating. We need to your husband monitors. Yeah, you should set alarms, Clarice, on your iPad or your phone to remind you to eat. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my tea. Now, did I see Ali say that she's never, ever shopped online? What? What? Never? Oh, you're missing out, honey. You're missing out. You can order in the morning. It'll be waiting for you at home at night. Anything you want from Amazon.com. Clarice is wonderful. She's got some great videos. She's great at gardening. She's got green fingers, Clarice, most definitely. So I think Clarice has got a bit of a delay on hers.
Yeah.
Hasn't she? Is everybody receiving me okay? I think there might be a slight delay for some people. Yeah, good. So Ali, is this true? Good. Thank you, Luke. Thank you very much. So Ali, is this true? You've never shopped online. Can you please? No, we're only getting Paul. Really? Really? Okay. So Julie's receiving me. Thank you. Ali? Yeah, I think you've got a slight delay on your stream. Clarice, that's okay, honey. Oh, I see. So are you admitting here and now on YouTube, Ali, that you're a shopaholic? Is this true? Is this the revelation? But the thing is, you can send it back. You can send it back. Oh, it's Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Pardon me, I just burped. I just burped live on YouTube. The elephant. Okay, Christine. This elephant was given to me by my auntie. And now it lived in my grandparents' house. It was bought from Sri Lanka in the 70s by my grandfather who was working over there. And when my grandparents passed away, I was asked if I wanted anything from the house, and I chose the elephant. I did, Ali. I'm so sorry. It just came up.
Do we want to make anything else apart from gardening? Do we have any more hobbies?
Hobbies? Cooking, music, painting,
Netflix,
television. Yeah, it's ebony and it's painted and it's got the beautiful flower of life on it there, which I love. I like elephants, and it's weird because so many people I know, hi, so many people I know have said, oh, they're bad luck, elephants. Hi, Frajesh. Mandy's into needle felting. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Mandy, tell us, what is that? What's needle felting? What does that entail? It sounds really interesting. I love it when people make stuff. And I'd like to be more crafty. I knit. Uh-huh. I knit. Pag is in the house. Hi, Pag. Welcome. You made it in good time. You use raw wool. Okay.
Direct from a sheep.
Angie was looking at a picture of an elephant, assuming she was looking at a picture of an elephant, and I said elephant. Well, Angie and I have always had that connection. Always. Spooky connection. Mm-hmm. Hi, Vrajesh, is it? Vrajesh? Hi there. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on this lovely Friday evening. Oh my goodness me, I've not been looking at the numbers. We've got 21 people watching at the moment.
Where's Rajesh from?
Where are you from, Vrajesh? Hi, Madeline. Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. 23 people watching now, which I'm delighted with. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. We've been talking about all sorts of different subjects this evening, random stuff. Say hi to everybody else, connect with everybody else too. You may make some new friends. I always wanted to, tongue-tied. I also wanted to say another Eid Mubarak to any Muslim viewers celebrating Eid this evening. Happy Eid. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, other things I wanted to talk about. The other subject. Okay, Mandy's telling me more about this. Felting. You're making a life-size fox. Oh wow. My God. I hope you're taping it and you're going to do a video on it, Mandy. That would make a great video. You could do like a time lapse of you putting it together. I think that would be lovely. Yeah, I was saying I knit. Alison just farted. Well, thank you for that. She just did a Donald. Yeah, wow. Ali, that's just no good. So I was talking about knitting. Does anybody knit? I knit. I've said it now. It's out there. I've told the world. Anybody else knit? No? Okay. Right. Other things I wanted to talk about. Bonnie used to. Mandy knits as well. Yes. I have to admit that I can only knit scarves. I can only knit scarves because they're very easy to do and you just keep knitting and it just keeps coming and you go as long as you want to go. Madeline knits as well. You see, I think knitting is a very relaxing thing to do. And I've actually got a huge set of, your arthritis keeps you from knitting. I'm sorry to hear that, Bonnie. I was just going to say I've got some really nice bamboo knitting needles of different sizes and I must use them. Scarves are so easy because you cast on and then you just keep knitting until you want it as long. It turned out like a triangle. You must have dropped a few stitches, Elaine, or gained a few stitches. Yeah, the bamboo. And I'll also let you into another secret of mine. I've started using, and this is quite important, I have started using bamboo toothbrushes. Ditch the plastic toothbrushes. Ditch them, they're no good. Buy bamboo toothbrushes because they are completely biodegradable. Yeah, Amazon sell them, do them. Luke's saying, do you or have you ever played an instrument? Okay. Yes, I have, Luke. I have played clarinet. I have played classical guitar. I play a little keyboard and anything else? No, I think a recorder. I think that's it, Luke. But I don't really play any of them now. So we've got somebody here, Vrishank. Hi there. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the elephant. Originally from Sri Lanka in the 70s. So it's kind of 40 odd years old. You missed the song earlier. You missed the song, Christine. I did sing earlier. Hi, India. Woo! India in the house. Excellent. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm delighted. I look like Einstein. Einstein? Do I? Oh, okay. I wasn't going for the Einstein look. I was going more for the sort of rock look. But hey, if I look like Einstein, well, Einstein a go-go. There we are. Thank you very much. I'm pleased about that.
Luke plays the drums.
Luke plays the drums. Excellent. So does Pag, who is on with us at the moment. A beautiful Einstein. Well, thank you very much. You're very, very kind. Thank you. Pag plays the drums. So we've got two drummers. We've got two drummers in the house. Well, maybe Pag, at some point you should go online as well and do a live drumming demonstration. That would be good, I think. You could do drumming lessons on YouTube. Pag said hello to Luke. Luke, say hello to Pag. No, other way around. There we go. And Pag is very, am I a physicist? No, I'm not a physicist. I'm a receptionist. There we go. They both end in ist, but they're very different things. I'm not clever enough to be a physicist because I'm not very good with maths. I can't add up in my head. No, but I can spell most words. Yeah, exactly. I got an ist at least. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Thanks for that, Elaine. It's got an ist in it at the end, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I was actually going to bring, she's on the V. Well, we gathered that, Elaine. We gathered that, honey. I'm on the water. Eau de Thames. And delicious it is too. Do I decide what I talk about? No, I wing it, Julie. I wing it, and I just happen to, I guess, have the confidence to wing it. You know, I was a trainer for the BBC for a few years, and I had to train large groups of people. So I'm used to speaking utter tosh continuously. But I do occasionally write down a few pointers that I maybe want to bring up. Where did I travel in the world, did one person say?
Yeah, Rashank.
Where have I travelled in the world? Oh, lots. What? I've traveled lots of places in the world, lots of places. Too many to mention here. Too many to mention. I wanted to bring up the subject of recycling, actually. I know it's a little boring to people, but I wanted to sort of touch on the plastics thing and what people think of the plastics issue in the world at the moment and what can possibly be done about it. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I talked about the bamboo toothbrushes. I really speak like a scientist. Okay, well, I'm not sure how people speak, how scientists speak, but thank you very much. I'm glad I sound intelligent. I wanted to talk about plastics. Yeah, plastics. And what do people think about the plastics situation? Because I personally think that this government in this country and a lot of governments around the world are not quick enough to be tackling this issue. How do you feel about it? I think we should be turning this around like in a couple of weeks. Yeah, now. Turn around, say to all the companies, right, you've got a couple of months now. Yeah, roads, exactly. Nobody does. Plastic toys. Look at all these shops around the place. You go into a gift shop by the seaside, for example, you go to a gift shop, it's full of plastic everywhere you look. All those shops are going to sell that plastic at some point. It's going to end up in the ocean. So, Theresa May, act now. Don't wait, act now. Get a bill in, get a bill dealt with, put it through Parliament ASAP and ban certain use plastics that cannot be recycled. I'm sorry if a few companies go down in the process, but hey, a few million animals are in the process of going down in the sea. So, it needs to be sorted out. And I think we should all be taking a stand about this now. The shops should be immediately changing their policies. I mean, we know that, I think it's cellulose, isn't it, can be used. Cellulose can be made into usable, recyclable, completely biodegradable plastic wrappings. So why aren't starch or whatever it is, starch, cellulose, starch, those things, start using them now. Cloth bags can be used, absolutely. I don't understand. I do understand why they're not taking immediate action, because they're afraid it's going to damage the economy, because there are plenty of people employed in the industries that produce these plastics, that are still producing these plastics, that are still producing these toys, that are still clogging up the environment. But this government is not acting quickly enough. Do something about it, Theresa May, and do it now. That's my rant. Oh, but I mean, you all clearly agree with me. So all these people around the world agree with this. Use hemp. Yeah, exactly.
McDonald's has said they will only be using paper straws.
McDonald's are using paper straws now. They're moving forward with that, But we don't actually need straws, do we? No, we don't. It really makes my blood boil now, because this has been it's been on the cards for a long time that this issue is going to actually happen. And now we're there. The seas are becoming more polluted, and it's like a runaway train, isn't it? So I'm glad that most people feel the same way that I do about this, and I think most people should. So let's all make a concerted effort to try and cut down on our plastic use whenever we can. Bamboo toothbrushes, The other thing I want to say to you gardeners out there is you can buy biodegradable pots now for use with gardening. So Paul saw some the other day, didn't you? Made out of bamboo, was it?
Yeah, $8.99 for 84.
84 bamboo made pots, biodegradable pots for use in gardening, for cuttings, for seedlings, for $8.99. Delivered. Why isn't everybody doing that? That's what we need to move to immediately. Monty Don wants to do it. He was talking on Gardener's World about changing from plastic. I missed. Well, exactly. Why don't they? But you know what? There are degradable plastics, absolutely, but they all need to be switching, and they need to be doing now, you know? And people aren't acting quickly enough. Governments are not making fast enough decisions on these things and pushing them through because they know it will harm the economy. And also, politicians are trying to gain votes. They're playing the political game. They need to stop playing political games now. They also need to stop the House of Commons being a complete playpen, which it is, you know, start discussing things properly with all this shouting that don't get me started anyway. And the other thing that really annoys me, is the letting off of balloons. Now, I watched, I don't want to get too political here and I don't want to bring the tone down, but I think it's important to say it and use this forum to say it. I watched a program, the news program on Grenfell, and they had a ceremony, and it was very moving, yeah. But right at the end, they went and let off balloons, and it really disappointed me because, you know, that could potentially kill several birds and get clogged up in a tree, you know. Yeah, you're right, Pag. They are children that need to grow up. It is a sad state of affairs, how they carry on. But, you know, stop letting off balloons. When that poor child died a few weeks ago, hold on. When that poor child, sorry guys, I just connection there. Are you all back again? Sorry about that. I just wanted to go back to what I was saying about balloons being let off. I'm here. Can you see me? It takes a while to catch up. Well, no point in saying yes, everybody's there, but no, it takes a while. Are you all back? Good. I'm just checking you're all there. What I was going back to say is that poor child died up north, and they let off this huge, huge number of balloons. And it really, really annoyed me because all I could think was, how terrible, the child's died, that's awful, but how stupid. You know, just mass pollution being let off into the air, plastic in the air, which is going to come down to earth and is going to end up killing animals or clogging a sewer, or, you know, I really didn't agree with that. Chinese lanterns are another thing as well that people seem to, I don't think we're allowed them anymore, are we, Chinese lanterns? But they should be banned as well. And okay, we live in a so-called free society, but we all need to stand up and say, no, we don't need that. I mean, to be honest, fireworks as well. I mean, I don't know about you, but firework night round here is horrendous. The pollution, the amount of smoke in the air, it's disgusting. You know, it should be calmed down a bit. It's like, okay, you know, organized firework displays, yes, but let's not get too carried away, you know. Okay, so that's my little rant. No, I know, and but you see, that's the thing, isn't it, Pag? Because there are lots of industries attached to plastics, and they damn well know that if they were to suddenly ban all of that, there would be a real problem. You know, people would be out of work, they'd lose votes. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be accused of bringing the economy down. So, you know, Cyber Doctor's asking if I can vape. Well, I'm actually, funnily enough, I'm getting close to requiring a small hit of nicotine. So I may just do that in a moment for you. I may blow some vape rings for you as well. Yeah. So let's move on, because I've had my little political rant now, which, you know, which I like to have. I think we should use this forum for a little bit of, you know, politicizing, or whatever they call it. What are you doing at the weekend, everybody? What are your plans? Have you got anything in place? Are you hoping to do anything exciting or quiet? I'm not going to say choo-choo. Really? What about the football? So, Pag, you're going to be watching the football. There's a match this evening, isn't there? Cyber Doctor's going bowling tomorrow. I've always been terrible at bowling. Terrible, I tell you. Weeding the allotment lane. This is lovely. The storm brewing in Clarice. Well, she's going to get that 5 minutes later, isn't she? Here we go. Cocktail bar. Sounds nice, Ali. What's your favourite cocktail then? She just got the Martha Stewart hose in the mail.
What is that?
Martha Stewart hose. Is that a hose for the garden? Oh, bye, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Doctor Who trailer comes out on Monday. Okay. Make it stop, Paul, please. Espresso martini. Sounds nice, Ali. Might be too busy chilling. Luke is signing off. Bye, Luke. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for tuning in, Luke. Thank you. Cyber Doctor's asking if I've ever smoked cigarettes. Yeah, I did smoke. I started smoking cigarettes when I was about 15, and I gave up about 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah. But I'd cut down for a number of years. I'd cut right down. So I probably was smoking probably for 20 years, but I was never a massively heavy smoker. I don't think I was ever a 20 a day smoker. Maybe in my 20s, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So, you know, who knows what damage it's done, but I certainly don't condone it. But vaping, I know vaping is not great for you, but it is a lot better than smoking. I know that because of how I feel. You know, if I smoke a cigarette, um, I feel it and you smell it, and it's pretty disgusting, really, if you really think about it. Whereas vaping, you know, it's just pleasant. So, you ready for the vape? Everybody, ready for the vape? Let's do a good one. Here we go. There we go. There's the vape. Woo! Seems to be quite popular. I might have to do a vaping video, I've said before. You've not missed anything. We're just vaping, and well, I'm vaping because it's been requested that I vape. So I thought I'd blow a few vape rings. Linda smoked for years and gave up, but you don't vape. Well, this helped me to give up. Still have a sneaky one. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, all right. Great smoke rings. Yeah, I'm quite good at smoke rings. I might see how many I can do in like 30 seconds at some point. See if I can break a record. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody says, yay, that would be fun, Richard. Just a little more. Just a little more. There we go. Yay. I've had a lot of practice, Anne. A lot of practice. And it's hard to do it with vape, actually, because it's not as it's not as thick as smoke, you know. Chugga chugga choo choo. Woohoo. Yeah.
Well done, Madeline.
You see, Madeline through your, yeah, well done. Yeah. Smoking, no, it ain't so good. And we all know that now. Clarice is saying, I think my vape went down the wrong way then. Hold on, little water. Well, it's not. It's a vapor. It's not actually smoke. It's a water vapor containing nicotine. So it's not actually smoke. Who wins arguments? Well, depends on the argument, really. Depends on whether I'm just being bloody minded for the sake of it. Really. Well, yeah, I know. I do occasionally get a catch in my throat. Still gets me when someone lights up. Well, you know, there is nothing like smoke, in fact. And actually, something that I would say to you, one of the funniest sketches that I've ever seen on television is from Frasier. Now, I don't know whether you know the program Frasier. So there is a sequence on an episode of Frasier, and I think you can get it on YouTube, where Frasier's agent, BB, talks about giving up smoking. And she talks about the joy of a cigarette, smoking a cigarette. So if you look up on YouTube, Frasier, BB smoking, she does a fantastic description of smoking a cigarette. So if you want to laugh, have a look at that. If you like Frasier, you'll really enjoy that. BB was one of my favourite characters in Frasier. I think somebody asked me a question there, Paul. Come on, Paul. It's meant to be my event manager. He's not really doing very good job.
With Paul, Cyberdocs?
Well, that's up to Paul whether he wants to join me on the sofa.
We can live streaming now, aren't you?
He's over there. He's just over there. What's for dinner? You're a diva, and I bet you always win. Poor Paul. Everybody says that, Ali. Poor Paul. Oh God, Richard's such a biatch. I'm not. I'm not a diva at all. I don't demand anything. Dinner. What's for dinner, Paul? What are you cooking me for dinner, Paul?
Pasta or fish cakes.
Pasta or fish cakes.
Did you see the Egypt that stopped the bill going through from making it's an offence taking pictures up the lake skirt?
Yeah, I did see that.
Didn't that go through?
I don't know. I thought it did go through. So pasta or in the camera? What you mean? You want to see Paul?
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. He's only over there, but he's choosing not to be filmed, you see, because he doesn't want to be eclipsed by my beauty.
Yes, I like wine.
Paul likes wine. I like a glass of wine.
Seems like what Paul's vices.
Paul's vices, yeah. Gin as well. He quite likes gin.
Only when he goes.
Oh, no, that's absolutely not true whatsoever.
I don't drink gin over here.
You have drunk gin over here.
I don't know.
No, because I wouldn't let him buy gin on the plane. He said, I like to wine. Well, I like to wine as well. Especially when I've had a glass of wine, I do plenty of whining. I don't like gin. It's not my favourite thing. If I was going to drink a spirit, it would probably be either vodka or whiskey. But I don't drink spirits at all now. I once made myself extremely ill on Bacardi, and I've never touched Bacardi since. It's many, many years ago, before I met Paul.
Clarice doesn't drink.
Clarice doesn't drink. I do like to have a glass of wine occasionally, usually on a Saturday evening. Anne's asking, did Paul? Yes, she did actually.
Yes.
We had to kind of build her up to do it because I think she was secretly a little bit nervous. But I assured her that it would just be like having a conversation, and we just said, let's do it now. And we did it. And yeah, she really, really enjoyed making it. Bonnie's last drink was in 2010.
Yes, Mum is a darling.
Yeah, Paul used to have vodka. I used to enjoy a shot of vodka occasionally, but not anymore. Red wine, a good red wine. Gin isn't for me. No, I like JD and Coke. Vodka, coffee, liqueur, and cream. Not my thing, creamy things. Like Baileys, I can't drink Baileys.
Have you done your family tree?
Have I done my family tree? I have, Mandy. I've gone back to 1764, I think. Yeah, I was hoping that I'd have royal blood in my family, but sadly not. I think it went wrong somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, she's very, very sweet. I've known Paul's mum for 25 years, almost as long as I knew my own mother, funnily enough. Anne comes from witches. That sounds fun. I'd like to come from a witch. Maybe I do. Have you had any murderers? Murderers? Oh, murderers in the family? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any criminal activity as far as I can see. My great-great-grandfather was a police officer. Oh, okay. Bye, Clarice. You'll be back in a minute. Yeah, my great-great-grandfather was a policeman. My grandfather was in the World War II in the army. He was a sergeant major. I come from outdoor paupers. Well, I think I come from working class. I'm not, I'm not posh at all. I'm from northern working class family. I don't sound northern because I've kind of never really had a strong northern accent. I was strange as a child. I can see a Cray in you. Oh, yeah, well, the Crays were apparently into each other, I hear. Oh. Russian, Spanish, Irish, Welsh, working class, I'm sure. Whiskey. I missed that one from
Elaine.
Yeah.
Just had a flashback. I nearly killed myself when I was 13. My friend
Oh,
raided
yeah.
her mom's cocktail cabinet and filled a Ben Shaw's bottle full of whiskey. Creme de menthe, was very ill.
Oh God, yeah, I've done it. I've been there. I have been there on the old spirit mix. Oh, yeah. Praying to the toilet for a good few hours. Creme de menthe. Oh God, creme de menthe. No. Oh. Horrendous. Some of those spirits they come up with. Oh God, no, I can't even go near creme de menthe. I can't even look at a bottle without feeling sick. Oh God, no. I'm trying to think other drinks that I've drunk and enjoyed in the past. I can't really think. Your mum battered you. Yeah, I bet she did. Blithe Spirit. That's a play, isn't it? Blithe Spirit. Pernod. Oh my God. Pernod.
Oh, I do love Pernod.
Pernod and Black. Pernod and Black.
What's Pernod and Black?
Blackcurrant, isn't it? Elderberry champagne Vivi made. Yes. I'm looking forward to Baby Sham. Baby Sham. Now, was that Hubert?
Hubert.
Now, Baby Sham. We were given Baby Sham when we were children. I mean, at Christmas we were given Baby Sham. Is it because it says Baby Sham in it that they thought children could drink it? We were always given Baby Sham. I mean, you know, what's that about? Lovely, but I remember feeling drunk on Christmas Day. You know, you kind of slightly swaying and getting giddy. You know, that's when they let you out into the garden to cool off, you know. Snowballs, Advocar, we were also given a tot of Advocar. God. Despacito.
What's that?
What's Despacito? Tell me. Clarice is trying her connection again. I hope it's better, Clarice. What is it? Tell me what Despacito is, please. Tell me what it is. Eggnog. Yeah. I think I've had eggnog. It's a song. Oh, okay. Who sings it? Am I supposed to know what that is? I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry.
Louis Fonsi.
Codeine. Well, don't get me started on codeine, Bonnie. Yeah, I was on codeine tablets for quite some time with a bad back because I can't take ibuprofen, you see, so they gave me codeine. Oh, a couple of codeine in the morning with a cup of tea, I tell you. Woo! Get through that work day, no problem. No problem. Oh, yeah. High as a kite on codeine. My goodness me. That's strong stuff. No wonder it's banned in Spain. Do I really have to at this moment in time? Well, I'm not terribly, to be honest, I'm not terribly, what's the word? Up with music. I'm not a real muso, really. How did you two meet? We met in a theatre in the West End when we both worked in theatre in 1990, whenever it was, 1993. Which theatre was it, Paul?
The Young Vic.
Young Vic. We met at the Young Vic Theatre. yeah, I'm not really up on music really. I don't really I don't really, yeah, I don't know. Crohn's, Christine's talking about. I've got a friend who's got Crohn's. Terrible thing. Awful, awful. I feel really sorry for people who get Crohn's because it can be very debilitating. I totally, totally get where you're coming from. Yeah, I can only take codeine for pain. We must be soulmates. Well, we must be because we're still together. Bonnie, I'm kind of stuck musically. I'm stuck probably in the 90s, early 2000s. The early 2000s was when I last really got into new music that was in the charts. I've played at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. It was a work thing. I played a posh bird. Bet you did. But that was hard. Okay. So guys, we're getting to 1 hour 26. Yeah, well, you're cheeky too, honey. You can take it, Ali. You can take it, girl. So can I. So we're getting to 1 hour 26. I'm not going to be staying on here for 2 hours 20 today because I'm glad you're enjoying it, Christine. Thank you very much. But I'm not going to be staying for 2 hours today because it's just too long and I start to lose my voice. And also, we get to the point where we really need to eat our dinner because we haven't eaten anything since lunchtime. So, yeah, there you go. Are you going, Bonnie? Linda's going as well. You're going to have your tea, Linda. Have a lovely tea. Hope you have something nice. Bye, Bonnie. Thanks for joining us. Time for dinner, Hubert, and a nice glass of wine. I am going to be tying up fairly soon. I'm going to just tie up and I'm going to do my best. Bye, Linda. I'm going to do my best to do another one next week as well. But I think it's good to keep it relatively short because then we're not all completely exhausted. Oh, Tom. Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Tom? Hey there, Tom. So I'll stay for a few more minutes because we appear to have got a couple of new people arrived, which is nice. And you, have a lovely day. Bye, Madeline. Thank you for joining us. I'll probably have a new video tomorrow at some point, I would have thought. I'm going to be doing a vlog in the morning about a few bits and pieces. Bye, Elaine. Thank you. Bye, Mandy. Thanks for joining, Mandy. I really appreciate it. So we've still got 15 people. Hit the bathroom before Monty. Ah, right, yes. Okay. Thanks, Elaine. Okay, so I'm going to finish off just talking about the weekend. I need a Monty. Is that Monty Don you're talking about, Anne? Yeah, we like a bit of Monty. So weekend, yeah. Gardener's World, we enjoy it. Paul enjoys it more than I do because it always reminds me of things I need to do in the garden that I can't be bothered to do at the weekend. It's the bit where he gets to when he says, and here are some jobs you could be doing at the weekend. And I always say, yeah, I could be doing it at the weekend, but I'm not going to be because I can't be bothered. I'm too tired. Saturdays for me are recovery from the week because I tend to feel really, really, really exhausted. And I do need a day where I do very little. But tomorrow I'm planning on doing a vlog. I've got a few things I want to talk about to do with my work, and a few sort of personal things that I wanted to discuss. You're off, Clarice. Well, I'm sure we'll see you soon, darling. Thanks for joining us. Sorry you've had so many issues with your internet this evening, but you are way down in the south of France, aren't you? It's lovely that you joined us, Clarice. Thank you, my darling. Yeah, weekend, chilling out. I'm going to do a vlog. Thanks, Sally. I think it's fun at the end of the week. You need a little bit of a wind down at the end of the week, don't you? You need a little bit of a laugh. We need to, share how things have been for us during the week, because it's difficult. Put the worlds to right, and, it's all good. Thanks, Christine. Enjoy your weekend too, dear. So I'll be doing a new video tomorrow, a vlog, having a little chat, a little bit of fun. I'm also planning on resurrecting the Queen character that I brought out to talk about the royal wedding. So there's going to be more makeup involved at some point, and fun and frolics of that nature. So there you go. So have a good weekend, everybody. I will see you tomorrow in terms of putting a video out. And I hope you all enjoyed this, this little intimate chat. Bye, Pag. See you next week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad we waited for you. So I'm saying goodbye to everybody that's tuned in. I'm really pleased you joined me for this, like I say, intimate chat. And everybody's been really nice, and we've had no bad behaviour this time round, which is great. Haven't had any trolls, I don't think, this week, which is good. And I'm going to wind up. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. We've still got 8 people remaining, so I'm going to be signing off now, guys, because it's time for my dinner. We need to eat. And thank you very, very much for joining me. And I'm going to be signing off right now. So take care, and I'll see you all hopefully this time next week. Thank you, Hubert. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you all next week at the same time. I'll give you all a heads up that I'm doing it, and I'll let you know when it's going to be happening, hopefully the same time. So bye for now. Bye, Tom. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to say goodbye. So thank you very much, and take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks very much for joining me. Bye for now. Bye, everybody.